Hello everyone, welcome to another GoGoMuffin guide. And of course today we are going to be taking a look at the Rift 11 boss fight dungeon. And this just unlocked, we did a very successful run 1, kind of going through the mechanics. And right now we are a bit, of course, I think, overpowered for this. All right, so it's very straightforward and easy, but I will point out if you are a bit, I guess, lower level or lower equipment score level, what you should be doing. Now I'm gonna be having this on full auto at the moment, where I'll show you guys one of the things that a lot of people miss. If you go into talents, okay, you have this talent called Turning Point, and this is absolutely one of the best talents for tanks as well as for DPS or even healers, because later on in the trials, right, the Rift is easier, but the trials, you sometimes just get one shot by mechanics. And there's this skill: when taking fatal damage, enter an invincible state for 10 seconds, and this triggers once per battle. This is an insane skill that allows for room for error, and also there's a reset. Okay, it resets tactical skill cooldown and clear all skill triggered buffs when you enter this state, which means you can trigger all of them again. Now this essentially allows you to go through the fight, and it's fantastic in giving you a lot more room for error. Now here we are at the boss, already down to 65%. So a couple of things: when he's using the fire breath, the AoE fire breath, make sure you have your AoE resist on, which is going to be your banners or anything like that. And you see, we just interrupted. Okay, if we don't interrupt, he's gonna summon a sandstorm. That's gonna do, look at that. Yeah, you are going to have to interrupt that, but we obviously don't have another interrupt up, so we'll take it. We'll take the AoE damage. And you can see this boss summons a lot of wolves and boars and all that stuff, just so make sure you are taunting. Now I'm gonna go on auto because this is gonna be very straightforward, but essentially keep your shields up as a tank, and when this is taking place, the AoE, use your banner or get your DPS to interrupt. You can probably run, I think one is enough to interrupt every other one, but if you want, you can also do two. And yeah, it's all right in terms of the damage coming out. I've got 60. If you take a look at the stats, I've got 60% block percentage. Okay, so I'm in a very good place. But as you can see, there's quite a decent amount of AoE damage coming out. So whether or not you are going through damage medication by applying the banner, like I'm the banner of courage, or your healer, he is helping out by healing AoE. That's also nice. But yes, make sure you're interrupting the boss, as this is the key component. Now, this is Rift 11, which means we are going to unlock a brand new set, which I'm most looking forward to, since this brand new set has a shield mechanic. And this shield, it pops every 15 seconds, I believe, and it lasts for 4 seconds, and it's a 10% max HP shield, which is really awesome. All right, this is actually fantastic. And you can see that the boar sometimes will go for your ranged units, healers or DPS in the back. Just make sure you're taunting them back, and you can see this does a lot of damage, and we always interrupt that one. So there is to say that you can technically run 2 interrupts, as there is the red thunderstorm and then the sandstorm, right? So you can technically run 2 interrupts to make sure the boss never casts that, and of course the AoE damage reduction. And we see the boar on our damage mage in the back, so we're gonna taunt him back, and there we go. Easy clear. So let's just open this up, and as we already alluded to, this is the new Crystal Terror Store crystal, and this is the new set, and they look absolutely gorgeous. I like the red color scheme, although it doesn't really show. Oh, I haven't been very lucky, okay, in getting these drops, but yeah, we need a few more of these, so let's go through more of that, and I'll show you guys the gear set after. Right, and we are back taking a look at what has dropped for us in the newest tier. Of course, we can see this is the Shiver sword. My goodness, the Shiver set, as I've said before, every 15 seconds gives a shield equal to 10% of max HP, and this is just using essentially four of these equipments. Now it's gonna take a little bit to replace my tier 15 sword, my tier 15 boots, but you know what, we are gonna slowly work towards that, because as you can see, we can already refine them, and the new Terra set are going to be craftable. Now it's still 3 slots, and it does seem to be very costly in terms of upgrade cost, so these can all go to tier 15, right? So here, these two can go, which is excellent because these are only tier 5 for us, so that's good. But yes, it's going to take some time for us to build, and at least I want the 4 set piece bonus. That means we run a 2-piece icicle, which is not bad, right? Because as you can see, attack percentage is always nice, but also the defense 10% increase and another 5% when HP is below 30% is comparable to the 10% max HP. So we're going to do some mix and match and hopefully come out on top with a 4-piece new set eventually, which is the Shiver, and a 2-piece icicle. So stay tuned for that, and let me know if you are leaning more towards the icicle set or of course the newest set, since it's gonna have way better stats. I think the choice is quite obvious. So anyhow, this is Rift 11. We're probably gonna try for Trial 11 sometime later, and if we do, of course we will record it. So until then, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye now.